Every organization needs a face, that special someone that embodies the spirit and mission of the people who work towards a brighter future. For the Park County Animal Shelter, that face was an elderly white pit bull named Skillet. Skillet, who passed away last weekend at the age of 13, had been rejected by families twice before becoming a permanent resident of the Park County Animal Shelter in 2017, the same year that he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Executive Director Megan McLean says the shelter decided to keep him as their mascot in order to give him the best life possible.
We thought, instead of trying to adopt him out for the rest of his life and have him face rejection because he had been failed so many times before by previous adopters, that we didn't want that for him.
Skillet was so popular at the shelter that the staff there decided to put together a bucket list. Experiences such as ride in a fire truck, a trip to Yellowstone, and appearing in the town's 4th of July parade.
It was hard to not fall in love with Skillet. And so once people started interacting with him, and they developed that rapport with him, they wanted to follow his story and they wanted to contribute to our project and to our work here.
About the time that Skillet became a permanent resident, shelter officials had begun a major fundraising campaign to replace their dangerously dilapidated building. Megan points out that Skillet's bucket list helped to raise the profile of the animal shelter while they were doing the fundraising for the new building. Because the existing building has mold in the walls and not enough space to safely quarantine sick animals, the board at the shelter has been raising funds for over 5 years to construct a new facility, and Skillet's popularity in part appealed to donors to help them reach their goals.
Skillet, like I said, became a permanent resident of the shelter right around the time that our fundraising campaign really picked up speed, and so he really drove that home for us.
But mostly, Megan sees Skillet as a unifying force in a tumultuous year.
It was more like Skillet was everybody's dog. Everybody sort of felt a connection to him. He really brought the community together. So, it was kind of a symbol of unity during a pretty tumultuous time in our country, I feel like. And so Skillet was really a symbol of that.
From Cody, I'm Wendy Corr reporting.